Did you really think the world's power was to stop time? Well, you're wrong. It's common knowledge that Dio is the most iconic villain in all of JoJo. Maybe not the best, but definitely the one you think of when Araki's most famous series is mentioned. With that in mind, you've certainly come to know his stand, the world, or Zolotl, and what he's capable of. And surely what we saw was really outstanding when compared with everything prior to it. But what if I told you the world's ability has nothing to do with this very unique way of manipulating gravity? In case you're wondering what the hell am I onto this time? Well, it's just a theory I came across. But before I start the video, if you enjoy my content, hit the like and subscribe button. Also hit the bell to get notified when a new video comes out. Now that you've done that, let's carry on with the video. How was it possible for Dio to create something so specific and random as the way of reaching heaven on his own? There are some complex explanations that were formulated by fans, as well as simplistic ones, addressing the word bizarre in the title of the series. I'm gonna provide what I believe to be the best answer for these questions. Could it be that the reason Jotaro has the same type of stand as Dio be because of their quote-unquote blood relation? If this is plausible, why only Jotaro gained the same type of stand as Dio when the world was acquired as opposed to the other descendants of Jonathan? The power of protagonism very likely is part of the explanation. However, that's when this theory I came across comes into play, which deals with the possibility that the world's main ability is to turn the way Dio sees the world into a reality. Of course, Dio is not aware of this, but it does make sense if you think about it. Stands mirror the character of their user, in this case Dio's self-centered personality and questionable morals. I'm not pulling unfounded thoughts out of my ass. This theory is in fact implicit in the manga. When Dio first manifested the world, Enya said, "One day you will conquer time. With each passing day you become more powerful. You have to believe that you can move within stop time. It has to be as normal to you as breathing. It's important to believe that you can do it. You have to believe in the impossible. Only then you will control your stand. You are the chosen one to rule the world. It would be logical for you to rule time as well. But if stands are born with their own unique abilities that can be called upon naturally, why would a person need to believe they can perform anything using their stand? It literally does not work like that for any other stand user in JoJo. There may be two explanations for this. Either Dio has to be conscious of his ability to stop time specifically for it to work, or he can manifest anything he truly believes to be veridical. Dio has dropped a hint at this prospect. In his fight against Jotaro, he said the following: "One day I felt the wheels of time and the world become intertwined with each other. It was as if light was piercing through the darkness. It was a revelation. My heart never felt so light." So basically he revealed that he faithfully believed in his capacity to stop time. So why does the world's limit to stop time gradually increases? Because Dio is more and more convinced that this is the power of his stand. So Star Platinum hypothetically can do the same, right? Well, no. Were this true and Star Platinum would have become an evil spirit in part 3. It was actually Dio's belief that Jotaro could stop time that made it so that it really did happen. At the start of the final battle between Dio and Jotaro, Dio affirmed that the world was stronger and faster than Star Platinum. Right after landing a kick on the enemy, Jotaro came to a reasonable conclusion, saying that the two stands had very similar stats. Jotaro, in an attempt to trick his opponent, managed to attach a little magnet on Dio's bracelet, which caused a slight attraction between this magnet and the one Jotaro placed on the gold button of his sleeve. The magnetic force gave the impression that Jotaro was moving in stop time. It was then that Dio remembered what Jotaro said about possessing a very similar stand to his. At that moment, he really thought both stands were the same. Upon stopping time once more, just in case, Dio finally figured all out, but was caught in Star Platinum's fists in the process. This event reaffirmed once more Dio's belief in the theory that Jotaro can move in his world. He learned to take Jotaro more seriously and he stopped underestimating him, which led him to think that Star Platinum was at the same level as his stand, the world. This very perception empowered Star Platinum. As for the method he created to acquire the ultimate stand, Dio always thought of himself as a superior being. Contrary to the famous saying, Dio absolutely had the knowledge to act on his ambitions, but a concept as grand as attaining heaven seems like a far-fetched thing even to Dio. Nevertheless, he was flooded with confidence and faith in the plan he believed to be flawless. The plan may have been executed by Pucci, but it's likely that Dio's will remained preserved in his bone, which would eventually become a part of Pucci. It really makes you question the true purpose of Dio's bone and the heaven heaven plan. This really elevates Dio's power to unimaginable levels. However, this power has a weakness. The user mustn't know of its existence. Otherwise, in his subconscious, Dio would know he would only be telling himself a lie and not sincerely acknowledge the fantasy as a reality. In the end, it was Dio's lack of wishful thinking that consumed him, but at the same time, a surplus of thereof granted Pucci mating in heaven. What do you think of this theory? Do you think it's plausible or not? Be sure to let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one.